All right. It's about time. Hello and welcome. It's Wednesday night, way back Wednesday. We are going to continue our playthrough of Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition. We did 3 of the episodes last time. How many more are there? 3 or 4 left, so we're not even halfway through this game, which is awesome. Let's see. We did Demon World, Hijack, and Love's Labor Jeopardized. We were just about to get into another fine mess, and the timer went off. Speaking of timer, let's go ahead and set us up a timer here. And, yeah, apparently the thing didn't save the way I wanted it to save. So today, before the stream started, I had to run through those levels again real quick just to get caught back up so we can start back where we were this last time. Hopefully I'll remember to do it right and save it this time. Regardless, it's time to move on over to number 2, is it? Yes, it is. There it is. All right. And we'll go ahead and get the sound running back on. Hopefully you can hear the sounds of the Enterprise. So let's get into it. Is it unpaused? No. Wait a minute. Pause. Or is it enter? It's enter. Okay. So let's take off.
Another fine mess.
Another fine mess. Very nice.
Priority message from Starfleet.
Of course.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have reports of an undetermined number of Elasi pirate ships in your sector.
More
You
Elasi.
are ordered to proceed to the Harlequin star system immediately and investigate.
Harlequin
Starfleet
star
out.
system. Let me pause this for a second. Were the Elasi really that big of a deal? I remember there was like Klingons a lot of the time, and Romulans some of the time. But I don't remember the Elasi pirate thing being such a big deal, and yet in this game, every time you go to the wrong system, if you're off course, it's Elasi pirates. The last thing that we did was Romulans, but the one before that was Elasi pirates. This one, Elasi pirates. They seem to have a bigger footprint on this game than they should, I guess, for Star Trek. I don't know. Let's find out. We got to proceed to the Harlequin system, and if my map is... oh, I forgot. Give me a second. I got to look at the cheat map. Harlequin is this one right here. Where'd my mouse go? Right here. So let's see if we can do it. Welcome, viewers. It says I'm not connected to chat. Hang on. Good.
2 Elasi ships approaching fact, Captain.
Pause.
I'm also picking up an ion trail from a small...
Good. He stopped. Okay. Give me just a second. Reconnecting to chat. Why won't it give me back my chat? Let's try going in the other way. Twitch. And there's that. And me. It says I'm live because I am. And if I go to my channel, it still says I'm live, which is good. And if I go to Stream Manager, connected. Okay. Physics fans, hey! Chipotle is my life. Ooh, Chipotle like the restaurant? Alright. Now I'm connected to chat. I can see what people are actually saying. 2 Elasi ships approaching fast. Let me let that... I don't know if I hit enter. I don't know if he'll stop reading it, so I'm going to read this just in case. I'm also picking up an ion trail from a small ship, probably a scout. It left the sector just as we arrived. Oh boy. It appears likely that we've interrupted the pirate on the scout. I don't have a Chipotle near me. They're the ones with the giant burritos, right? They put black beans and everything, I think. I remember when I was in Houston, I used to have this dude, Marvin Zindler, Eyewitness News, and he would always... read off the health reports for people that had slime in the ice machine or whatever like that. He used to be a sheriff or something. If you ever saw the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, he was that sheriff. And when I knew him, he was just an old guy with really white hair and dark glasses that was on the news. Anyway, he couldn't pronounce that word. He called it Chipotle. It was the weirdest thing. He always was saying some stuff like that. Anyway, I don't even know if he's around anymore. He might not be. Unpausing.
Message from the Alassi
Yep,
captain,
it took it.
sir.
We'll show you what happens to those who come
Let's fight some
between us
Alassi.
and our prey. Prepare to die.
You prepare to die.
Raising shields.
Yeah, shields. Oh, there he is. Hello. Got off an immediate lucky shot. Oh, there's more than one of them. That might be an issue. I don't even know which one I'm supposed to be fighting. I guess both. One has a white dot and one has a blue dot on the thing there. Come back here. He's too far away. Is he going? Okay, I think the other guy's right on top of me. He is! Oh no, they got my warp nacelle. Kaboom. Kaboom. Sure takes a long time to reload phasers. Oh man. No hit, no hit, no hit, no hit. And one hit. It's hard to lead them until they're aimed straight at me, in which time they start blasting me. Oh man, my shields are bad on the front. Ooh, couple of good hits. Him too, though. Scotty, do something about it without me asking you to. Get them shields back in the front. I feel like this is about to go badly for me here. Oh no. Get some. Get some. Get some. Yeah, you better run.
The scout ship leads to the Harapan system.
The Harapan
Picking up
system.
the subspace signal, sir. It's very weak.
Patch it through.
Enterprise? Is that you, Kirk?
Oh my god, the voice!
Kirk, I can't believe they sent you to rescue me.
That sounds like... No, please.
Say it ain't
isn't.
so.
I have a visual signal now, sir.
It's him.
Kirk, you've got to help me. I have had a terrible misunderstanding with the Alassi traders. Traders?
Sure.
They're out to kill me, Kirk.
Fancy that.
Yeah.
See here, Kirk. I sold my Mud's miracle digrammers in perfectly good faith. A little sideline work, you understand?
Oh, Harry
Now
Mudd.
they won't leave me alone. No. They're tracking me again. I can't send coordinates. You have to come protect me. I'm a registered ship with the Federation. Mud out.
I'm afraid his ship is registered, Captain, and regulations require we respond to his distress signal.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we can turn down the
Disarming weapons.
stuff here.
Shields, Captain.
Okay, so what system did it say to go to? Hold on, I gotta look at my map. Harup. Harup. Okay, so that's the one right next door to this one. Oops. Okay, navigation. So we were here, it was here. Oh, crud, I already forgot. Is it the top one or the bottom one? I am no good. I wish I could see both of these at the same time. It's the top one. So that is this star system. Moving it out. Hey, there's a big green planet down there. Didn't have to orbit or nothing. Alright, Uhura, I guess get him on a
The
phone.
Harapan system is binary, with a neutron pulsar in the vicinity causing difficulties with our sensor readings. I was able to trace Mud's transmission to this derelict.
So, our friend Harry is on board, no doubt. Can you tell me anything about the derelict vessel?
There are 6 major subdivisions within the hull. All systems are down. There is, however, limited atmospheric integrity. The environment appears to be the result of a temporary save-a-ship life support.
Save a ship.
Not exactly a reliable model.
It's got a brand
Being
name.
hailed by Mr. Mudd, sir.
Captain, you came. I'm touched.
Why doesn't
Harry,
he
I
have his
to be
light on the
touched
front?
in the head to have anything to do with you. How's your lovely wife, Stella?
That was a dirty trick, Kirk.
That's all your wives,
However,
Stella.
You'll be glad to know I let bygones be bygones. If the Enterprise will stand by and fend off any pirates, I'll just finish my salvage operation here and be out of your hair.
Computer records document that you filed notice that there was no salvageable value here, and that the ship was a common passenger tug.
Ooh,
Did
tell him
I
off, Spock.
say no value? Minimal, Captain, minimal. I meant nothing looked promising when I filed the report. We both know my judgment isn't always perfect.
I would say your judgment is never perfect, Harry. Perhaps we should beam over and judge the situation for ourselves.
Ah, that isn't necessary, Kirk. I can handle... I mean...
Harry, relax. We're old friends. We
Old
understand
friends.
Things aren't picked up and looking neat. Kirk out.
So, you see that thing that Spock's always looking down? Some kind of box with, you know, I don't know what you even call it. They never told what it was on there. It is assumed there's some sort of sensors down there. In real life, do you think Leonard Nimoy kept a copy of his script in that thing? Let's beam over. Let's save the game.
Save new game.
Yeah, save game. Mud. Now let's beam over.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Yeah. I ain't no Picard. I'm getting hands-on with this.
Welcome, Captain Kirk. So glad you're here. The Elazi have been terrible trouble to me.
Well, you're terrible trouble to me, Harry. Tell me what this is all about.
I happened upon this ship not long ago and dutifully registered as salvage, mind you. In the hold here, I discovered one of these devices in that box over there. When I tried one on a wall, it floated off the grease and dirt. Perfect for cleaning, near as I could see. I peddled a few of these Mud's Miracle Degrimers, and everything was going perfectly well.
Then something went wrong, right?
Actually, no, Doctor, not then. I'd started offering a few other little items I found. Mud's limited coffee substitute.
Ew.
A great little specialty item. Lenses to affirm packaging build-your-own telescope kits. The collection of novelty paints, things like that. All of a sudden, the Elazi pirates are asking for me in every quadrant, wanting to know where I'm getting my goods.
Get him right here.
Well, we'll look around here while the Enterprise remains close by.
Look around all you like, Captain, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. I've registered this derelict as my salvage, and I don't want you running off with all my prizes.
Harry, as official representatives of the Federation and of Starfleet, we recognize your rights to legitimate salvage. Need I say more?
I understand perfectly, Captain. Carry on, Captain.
Hey, more viewers. Welcome to the chat, guys. We are dealing with the one and only Harry Mudd here. Let's take a look around. Here's a box of something on the floor.
There are shiny, multi-sided spherical objects in this box.
Let's steal one like we just told him we wouldn't do. Mine.
Done.
All right. What's over here?
Odd-looking contraption small enough to hold in one hand.
That is really not a helpful description.
Done.
Well, we'll take one of those too. What else can we see around here? Uh-huh.
You look but see nothing of note.
Then why did it glow? I'm only clicking on things when it says there's something there, like this, for example. Gotta walk all the way over there to look at it.
This container holds small mechanical components unfamiliar to you.
Great. Let me steal one of those too.
You fail to obtain anything.
You said it contained mechanical components unfamiliar to me. By unfamiliar, do you mean unpickable? There's stuff spilled all over the floor.
This lens, about the size of one's thumbnail, magnifies like a fine optical glass.
Very well. I shall have one of those too. Samples, you see? Samples.
Done.
Done. What else can we see? What is... So I looked at this, and I don't know why the... Oh, he's going back over there. What about this thing up here on the ceiling?
This container holds small mechanical...
Yeah, we talked about that already. I don't see anything else of note in the room. Let's see if we can peek at stuff in the bag. That...
Shiny dodecagons as long as one's hand. Highly reflective. Shimmering with the prismatic rainbow look of oil on water.
I want a shiny dodecagon. What is this thing?
One of Mud's Miracle Degrimers.
Oh, that's a better description. Cool, let's try it out. Let me just fire one of these off at Mr. Mud
Dust
here.
and grease lifts off the surface, leaving this item clean as new.
Wow, we cleaned Harry Mudd. I can think of a few other people I'd like to try
Dust
this
and
on.
grease lifts off the surface, leaving this item.
Okay, well, I guess that works. And what is that one? That didn't say.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. What if I use it on Spock?
Nothing happens.
What if I use Spock on the degrimer? Nope. What if I use the tricorder on the dodecahedron? Nope, can't get that. Nope, can't get that.
These two things fit
Oh,
together as
crud,
they
I did
made
not
for
select
each other.
that. Apparently we just put something together. Now we have a thing with a lens. And
Well,
that's
Now, I think we know why the Alassi pirates were so interested in finding out where Mudd was getting these.
yeah, you shouldn't sell those to the same people, apparently. All I wanted to do is get Spock to look at it. Spock, look at the thing, but it chooses the other thing. Never can tell if it's going to choose something or do that. Let's talk to the man again.
Kirk, my friend, when have I ever given you the slightest bit of trouble?
You're right.
There was the time that you tried to commandeer the Enterprise to sell Wive to miners. And then there was the time you stole the Enterprise to exchange us for androids, who were holding you prisoner.
Perhaps there have been a few minor misunderstandings.
We need to get this guy
Don't
together
shoot,
with the
Harry.
Tribble dude. What was his name? I can't remember the guy that was selling Tribbles. Anyway, I think we've had a look around here. Let's go down the hallway. There's the music. Let's look at things. There's another
a
one of these
large
hooks on the
claw-like
ceiling.
device hanging from the ceiling. An elaborate piece of alien-looking machinery.
Alien-looking machinery. That was a great
2
description.
yellow triangular buttons.
Oh boy.
A red triangular button.
Looks pink.
3 triangular blue buttons.
The computer, she can
These
count.
cylinders have fallen down from the rest.
From the rest, oh, these?
A
Okay.
row of unmarked cylindrical containers.
If those are unmarked, why did the ones that fall down suddenly get yellow and orange alien writing on them? Let's use this on
Unique,
this.
Captain. I believe these are self-referencing packed quantum cartridges.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, I've read about those, but they're just theoretical.
Evidently, these are more than theoretical, Lieutenant Bugert. The energy initially released is infinitesimally small, but boosts itself until the power finally released is comparable to our photon torpedoes.
The technical journals discussing the possibilities indicated it would create a weapon of greater range than those we have now, if not a greater punch.
The machinery to deliver these cartridges would be an engineering feat as well, Captain.
Wouldn't it be like a big old space pistol? What if we push buttons?
Unique, Captain. I believe these are
Oh, we already talked about
Evidently,
that.
these
Stop it,
technical
stop it,
journals- the
stop it,
machinery to-
stop it.
A weapons delivery system.
Oh, there you
It
go.
appears to be an accessory tied directly to the alien equivalent of our
Space
ships,
pistol.
phasers, and photon torpedoes.
Yeah, the space pistol. We said this.
The
Can you-
control panel has power running to it, Captain.
Well, good, then we don't have to fix it.
It seems to be part of the loading system for the weapon.
Freaking awesome. What else can we look at here? There's another door. Nobody wants to push buttons? Shall we push buttons?
You fail to obtain.
I didn't want to obtain. I wanted to push buttons. Push a blue button. Push a yellow button. Okay, nobody's going to push buttons. Let's go ahead and take a look in the other room. These people like their triangles. Wait, we just came in a triangular door. Was it triangular on the other side? I could have sworn we just came in a regular cargo bay looking thing. Yeah, look at this. It's like a hex or a octagonal shaped door. We go through the octagonal shaped door. Hey, dude. How'd you get by me?
Why, Captain!
Jim, that doesn't look good at all. Harry, let me take a look at you and check whether that had some deleterious effect.
It
No,
looks pretty
you're
deleterious.
Space aliens. You're little gray men from inside the hollow earth. You want to experiment on my body parts. Stay away from me.
Deleterious effects. I guess I don't even need my tricorder to know that.
But that was not going to
Mind
stop me from
control
using
me.
it.
Kidnap my children. Dissect my dog.
Harry Mudd
If
is
we
a
can get him
dog?
on one of the beds and get it active, I think he can be cured. Otherwise, he's likely to become
What?
increasingly violent.
Okay.
Stay away from me.
Spock, pinch the man. Let's see here. Medical on him
There's
first.
nothing there.
Okay. Use the Spock on the dude. Yeah. Alright. Stick him somewhere. Oh, that was a bed.
Dr. McCoy.
I thought these were beds over here. Those didn't look like anything to me. Okay, I also want to use the Spock on the mess.
Failed to see the logic.
Really? You fail to see the logic in scanning what that is? See if we can force the issue.
Nothing to report.
Okay, fine. Medical to this
There's
guy.
nothing there required.
Yes, it does. Use the medical bag.
I need to understand more about the aliens before I can make this bed and its instrumentation function.
Use your own instrumentation, dum-dum. All right, hang on. Let's see. Does McCoy use the panel?
We won't be able to operate any of this equipment unless we can learn more about the aliens, Jim.
I'm trying my best to get you to learn about the aliens, Jim. Let's look
Small
at it.
containers of oddly colored liquids.
Oddly colored. Green and red and yellow are oddly colored.
This seems to be the main monitoring station for the beds. Above it is some sort of dispensary.
Pills, man. Get the pills.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Three of the most
Harcourt.
prominent psychologists in the galaxy became famous by publishing case studies in sociopathy about him.
Give me just a second here. I'm going to send out a message. Hopefully we can get some more people in here. I don't think everybody got the notification. All right. Let's try it again. Okay, eyeballing stuff. Let's use the Spock on the medicine
Jim,
stuff.
these look like the capsules
that was
we
McCoy.
might use in a hypo. I wouldn't recommend experimenting with them, though. Alien physiology or not, you can never be sure what unusual chemicals will do to the human body.
Yeah, the green one, for example, made his head spin around and think you were going to dissect his dog. I'm kind of at a loss here. I think I clicked everybody on there. I want somebody to take a good look at these
This seems
things.
to be the main
Yeah. I want somebody smart to take a look at these things. Use Spock on the panel.
I failed to see
Yeah,
the logic.
okay. Use it on him. Use it on him.
Jim, these look like the
Okay, so, don't know what to do. I tried using the med kit on Harry,
I need to understand more.
but he won't
I
do
need
it.
to understand.
Yeah. So, I guess we're gonna wander off for now. Lots more things. Let's look around here. They do like their triangles.
A control console from which operators run the ship. You see a plain gray screen.
Hey, that looks like my dodecahedron. Except on the
You
ceiling.
look but see nothing of note.
Really?
A control console from
Okay. What else? Happy for backseat drivers. Anybody in the chat who wants to suggest stuff to do, I'm always open to that. Oh, good. He'll take a look.
This is clearly the control center for the ship, Captain. I cannot deduce much information, but I do observe two things.
Tell me the two things.
Go on, Mr. Spock.
Yeah, go on.
This station definitely is configured differently from the one beside me.
Yeah, I saw that
This
too.
shouldn't be surprising. After all, there are two stations.
That may be, Doctor. But if you'll recall, all the Enterprise's different stations link into the same computer network bank. And
What else can you determine at this stage, Mr. Spock?
Yeah.
These people have a fixation for the number 6, and even divisors and multiplicans thereof.
I thought it-
3s and 12s in particular. I believe this may be the necessary first clue to understanding the aliens.
All right. What is that thing? Is that something I can pick up? I picked up a thing. Dude, he just pockets it. Doesn't even look. What did I get? Oh, here it is.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I don't look at the thing.
A multi-purpose repair tool.
A repair tool. Oh, I love a good repair tool. Let's see if we can figure it out any. Not at all. Okay. Use the Spock on the repair tool. Use the Spock on the dodecahedron. Use the dodecahedron on here. Nothing happens. Okay. Anything else to look at? Let's go back to the other room. Go all the way back to the other room. I don't think we finished doing what we needed to do. Take your time, Jim. We don't have a man laying on a bed here. Okay. Spork. Hey, what did I hit? Oh, good. I got him to push a button finally. Lock and load!
The device
Ooh.
has finished loading, Captain.
Cool. Now, who do we shoot it at? I think I pushed a yellow button and it took it out. I think I pushed a blue one and it put it in.
The device has been...
Yeah, we saw that. Blue button put it in. Maybe the red button will fire it.
The device has finished...
Dude, we can see it. Red button? What happens?
I believe, Captain, that this weapon must be hooked up through the main weapons battery. However, I've already examined the weapons console, and the main weapons battery on this ship was completely destroyed in the action, which made her a derelict.
Well, then why are you
Mr.
over there
Scott
pushing
would have
buttons?
to go over this thoroughly, but I would recommend we try to take this weapon with us to the Enterprise.
I don't think we should tinker with technology we don't understand, Spock, and I'm surprised you'd suggest such a thing. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
I think there might be something wrong. Well, okay then. Won't be doing that right now. Hey, weren't you... Wait a minute.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Of course he's going to be honest and fair with you.
I think we just broke the game. Wasn't he dead on the sickbay thing?
Why would you want to do that? Let's not go misusing a medical kit, Jim.
We got these. Did we ever see what those were? No, that was this thing. Okay. Did we get whatever he was
You
working
failed
on?
to obtain-
No. Huh. How is he here? He broke the thing and he freaked out. He is here. What the crap is going on?
I need to understand more.
That's great. I am so confused right now. Can we take these things?
We won't be able to operate.
Learning more about the aliens. Yeah. Looking at stuff.
Padded inclines resembling a bed.
But not those.
Small containers of oddly colored liquids.
We won't be able to operate.
I just don't know. There has to be something we haven't clicked on yet. We picked up a fixer-upper thing over here. Did we use? We didn't use that on anything.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Is there another direction we have not gone? Where's this battery thing that he said we had to get up to? Hey, we got another viewer again. Welcome, welcome. Say something. Who's here? Also, help me figure this out, man. We've clicked on everything, and I do not know. Is that another door? That may be another door. Okay, we may not be stuck so much anymore. It was another door, guys. It was another door. All right, now we can look around some.
You look but see nothing of note.
That's great.
The sphere in the middle of this console appears to be some sort of control mechanism.
Excellent. And here's another door, and here's
The
something.
data view screen is operational. The information selectors are controlled from the console platform.
What console platform?
Kirk is silently worried. Kirk is silently...
I didn't ask you that. Cool. Is there anything we can get? I don't think so. What if we use the Spock on this thing?
This seems to activate the ship's computer bank control node. Given the aliens' predilection for multiples of 3, it may be possible to use our tricorders to decipher the information carried in these data banks.
That would be
Nice.
quite a find, Jim. This is an alien race unknown to us, and they are certain to have knowledge new to us.
Yeah.
Were the universal translator available, this would be simple.
Why is it not
With the
available?
Enterprise out
Oh,
of range, that's
right.
not an option, Mr. Spock. What else can you do?
I believe if Dr. McCoy and I conjoin our 2 tricorders, we may be able to process enough sample data to get a basic understanding of the aliens' computer system.
That's
This
a
will
heck of a
completely
computer you got
tie up
there.
both our tricorders for an extended amount of time, however.
I'm willing to take that risk. Let's see what we got here. We will take this tricorder and put it on the ball.
Both our tricorders are now working on basic processing of the aliens' computer data system. The tricorders are not the equal of the universal translator, but we should be able to retrieve basic information and get an insight into their culture and life systems. I don't believe we could have gotten even this far had we not deduced their fixation on base 6 mathematics and aesthetics.
I love how you say we, even though you're the only one that came up
The
with that.
tricorders are again available for general use. The alien ship's
That was an
computer
extended
data
amount of
is
time?
accessible from the ship's library. I believe I have downloaded enough information to our tricorders to enable operation of most of the ship's controls, Captain.
Well, that's great, man. He just figures it all out for me. Okay, so can we go through this door now? What's in this door? Straight to the bridge. Nice, nice. Use the spork on the control panel. All right,
This is
sit
the
down.
secondary station. With the limited understanding we now have of the library computer data, these controls can now be activated. Available
Activate 'em.
are sensors,
Yeah. Oh, he's got a choice.
navigation,
Yeah.
engineering.
Awesome.
Done.
No. Let's do
Sensors.
sensors.
The Enterprise is in combat with a number of Ilassi pirate ships half a parsec toward the neutron star sector.
Uh-oh.
I read debris identifiable with the pirates, but they continue to harass the Enterprise.
Should have been there,
Sensors.
man. I should have been there.
Navigation. The computer reports this ship is incapable of navigating anywhere at all without major repairs. We are definitely dead in space until the Enterprise returns, Captain.
I also
Sensors.
gotta say that
Navigate
I feel like
engineering.
even if they were in an emergency and they had to run off and fight the pirates, that somebody could have called, you know, one of these guys on the phone and said, hey, by the way, we're taking off. But we had to find out this way from this thing's sensors that the Enterprise left.
The engine pods are damaged, but still generating power, Captain.
Well, all right then.
Sensors.
We're good. Oh, I didn't mean
The
to do that.
Enterprise
I didn't
is
mean to
in
do that.
Sensors.
Stop it. I didn't mean to do that.
The Enterprise is
Shut
in
up.
sensors.
Yeah,
Done.
sensors. Okay. What about this buttons over here? Are they different?
This is the second
No, they're
sensors.
not different.
Done.
Done. Okay. Well, do we know enough to go and fix one of the Harrys? Use the McCoy on this?
I certainly see nothing there.
No. Use the Spock on this?
I fail to see.
Why don't you see the logic in that? You're the one that said everything was like programmed in and
Nothing
stuff.
to report.
That's great.
Nothing to report.
Yeah. Okay. Fixer thing?
Nothing happens.
No. This thing? Fixer thing? Why does this look like the other... We gotta figure out what to do with this, ball, the dodecahedron thing. This is a dodecahedron. That looks like a broken dodecahedron. Can we fix a broken dodecahedron? No?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Ooh, something happens.
You download major portions of the alien library onto the yellow spheroid.
It's an iPod. It's a freaking Alien 6 iPod thing. Well, beautiful. What does that do? We downloaded stuff onto the spheroid. Can we use that to work the machines? Maybe. Everybody get in place now. Okay. Use the thingy
Nothing
on
happens.
the thingy.
Nothing
On the other
happens.
thingy. On
Nothing
the other
happens.
thingy. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Come on, Spork. Give me a hand here. Do something.
I fail to see the lot.
I don't know why
Jim,
you
these
fail to
look like
see the logic in
capsules
that.
we might use in a hypo. I wouldn't recommend
Oh, now he's gonna take one? How many times did I ask him to grit one of these things? Alright, let's see what we got. We got... Oh, that didn't help. Let's look at the eyeball on the thing.
A green capsule apparently for medical use with an unknown alien physiology.
Alright, unknown alien physiology. Maybe that's Harry. Let's use a capsule.
A green capsule.
No. Let's use a green capsule on Harry.
Nothing happens.
Let's use it on Spork.
Nothing happens.
Let's use it on Ensign
Nothing
Ricky.
happens.
Nothing happens. Can we take? Ooh. Did we take another one? No, we have the same one still.
There's nothing there.
I don't know why you think that.
Nothing to report.
All right, let's take the iPod into the living room here. Can we use the iPod on this thing?
Nothing happens.
On this thing?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
On
Nothing
that thing?
happens.
Well, I'm at a loss again.
This is the secondary station. With the limited understanding we now... Sensors, navigation, engineering.
I forgot what he said about this.
The engine pods are damaged, but
Power.
still generating power, Captain.
Well, that's great.
Sensors. Done. I failed to see the lot.
Let's go see if the other Harry is still there. Because I am confused. Something sounded like a train just now. Did you hear that? Can we push this red button yet? No? Yeah, dude is still in here, and that doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, there is one thing I didn't try. I know what to do. I know something. I know something. Everybody get where you're going. Even though I got it from here, maybe we can use it here. He did it. Okay. I thought he didn't want to experiment with this stuff.
The capsules slide into the machinery on the bed exactly as they're designed to. I'm telling
Beautiful.
the program, our physiology is not the same as the aliens' physiology. Don't want it to try to cure us of being human.
That would be too much to hope for, would it not, Doctor?
Oh, you snarky
Particularly
bastard.
when we're talking about Harry Mudd.
He's barely human. Okay, so what did you just do? So, can we fix him now? Okay, so now he can fix it. Now that he's put a vial of green ooze into the thing.
Okay, Harry, you should start to feel better in a few minutes. Just lie there quietly until you feel like moving.
Oh, give me something for this headache, Doc. A herd of Amari tree elephants landed behind my eyeballs and did a mating dance.
Lovely.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd, 3 of the most prominent psychologists in the...
Yeah, we heard that. Alright. Hey, I got the captain to go sit down this time. And he used a different
Thanks to the
chair.
library computer data, limited though it is, these primary controls give me access to...
Communications.
Oh, maybe we can call the ship.
View screen.
View screen.
Done.
Communications.
That's communications.
Scotty, report.
The Alassi pirates have been driven off, Captain. We
Nice.
have damage and injuries among the crew.
Oh, no.
We just arrived back here a few minutes ago, and we've been trying to raise you on the communicators.
The local star seems to be acting up. Will there be a problem with the transporter? I want you to beam up the landing party, and I also want you to lock onto and beam aboard an alien mechanism we came across.
We can do it, Captain, no problem. At least right now, but the situation is only going to get worse. Are you ready to beam over now?
No, we want to look around some more. We'll call you on this channel when we're ready.
I don't know
Yes,
about
bring
that.
us home, Mr. Scott.
Well, I do want to see one
no,
thing.
I need to have a word with Harry Mudd. No, we want to look around some more. We'll call you on this channel.
I want to turn on the view screen. I didn't say get up. There you go.
Thanks to the library...
Communications. View screen. I guess the universe looks about like it did the last time we saw it. Communications.
Done.
Communications.
Let's see. Do we need to talk to Harry about anything? We woke him up. If he's okay, I'm beaming back. I think we've done everything we can do for him. Yeah, he's just gone now. And if the Enterprise is back, maybe we can talk about one of these things again. Use the purple button. Use the Spock on the purple button. More viewers, more viewers. Welcome, welcome. Say hello.
I believe, Captain, that this weapon must be hooked up through the main weapons battery.
That's what you believed last time.
I've already examined the weapons console.
Okay.
Mr. Scott would have to go over this thoroughly.
Let's get him on the horn.
We should tinker with tech. I agree that we should take it aboard. I'll try to raise the ship. I agree that we should. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
I ain't buying it. They're back. They said they were. Liars. Liars. Okay, let's go check on Mud. Talk to?
Kirk, my friend.
There was the...
Perhaps the...
Don't push your luck, Harry.
Okay, well, he seems to be in order, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm not real sure what we did here. Okay, Kirk, have a seat in the chair, probably made for some creature with 3 cheeks. Oh, use thingy.
Thanks to the library
Nice. Communications, please.
New developments, Mr. Scott?
The neutron star is causing more and more problems, Captain. I would recommend beaming over at your earliest possible convenience.
If we're having trouble... No, if we're having so much trouble getting voice to go through, just messages over the phone here, why would you trust the beam?
Later. Very well. No, I need... Very well, bring us home, Mr. Scott.
I don't know, man.
We have read your report on the problems at Harapan and evaluate your performance at 88%. You and your crew
wish I could have done better.
3 commendation points.
I'll take them.
The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
Outstanding
I wired
work.
in that alien contraption to the torpedo system. It should boost the ship's firepower, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. I only wish you could wire Harry Mudd to a photon torpedo.
That's,
While you were away, Captain, I made some travel arrangements that I thought you would approve of.
Travel arrangements?
I think you'll be happy to know that I've arranged for Stella Mudd to meet her long-lost husband on Starbase 7, sir.
You guys should be brought up on charges.
Out of here, Mr. Sewell.
Feathered Serpent.
Captain's log, stardate 5097.3. Starfleet reports major military activity in the Klingon sector near Krakow.
Oh, we got Klingons now. All right.
On the edge of Klingon space. Intelligence indicates that the Klingons are mobilizing a large fleet to search for a renegade who is responsible for a disruption of unknown nature on that planet. Federation sensors have found a faint energy trail leading to the planet Zam-4 in the Digifal system. We've been ordered by Starfleet to track down the source of the energy and discovered what happened on Trakur before the Klingon fleet enters Federation space. If we are not successful, the Federation
Plum Texan.
Klingon Empire may find themselves at war once again.
I was kind of wondering about that. It says I've got several viewers, but nobody's talking today. And I missed my orders. Where am I supposed to be going?
Captain's log.
Not helpful. Also not helpful. I feel like we're supposed to go
Orders
somewhere.
are to proceed to the Digifal system.
Oh, good. Somebody was listening. Nice. So we go into the Digifal system, which is supposed to be this one. That's cool, guys. Nobody needs to talk. As long as we got people here enjoying the show,
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
digging the
Open handed
Klingons.
purposes. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battlecruiser, you are in Federation space. You must leave immediately.
Yeah.
I am Commander Taras of the Nizra. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal.
Nice.
We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system. For your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you, if the Nizra does not leave Federation space at once.
Let's see what we can do about that.
You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space, you'd be saying the same thing to me. Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here now.
I think we can go with number
You are in
2.
direct violation of the Organian...
If we are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain, you may do this for us. We insist that we remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action, provided that you can bring him to us in 12 hours.
Agreed.
Interesting.
Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. You will pull back to the Organian neutral zone.
That'll
Do
probably
so
just cause a
immediately.
fight.
Agreed.
Let's do it. We need a plot. Hey, there's a ship. I want to shoot him at, but, oh well. I guess let's go into orbit?
Entering standard orbit.
Yeah. And let's beam down, see what's going on.
Assemble a landing party. Unless we find this so-called criminal, we're going to war.
Well, we got a dude here. Let's see who he is.
Greetings, my children.
Quetzalcoatl.
I can barely imagine that you have come so far.
I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you? I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What did you do to get the Klingons so upset? We're not your children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into. I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
Quaint expression. I have done nothing to anger them. I did with them what I have done with everyone.
And exactly what would you have done with them? Entering Klingon space for anything puts the peace in peril. Whatever you did has them very upset. They're raiding worlds looking for you.
Interesting.
And exactly whatever you did has them very upset.
No, you must be lying. They could not be raiding if they are looking for me. Violence was not the message of any of my missions. I, Quetzalcoatl, preach universal brotherhood and peace.
Quetzalcoatl, how fitting you would name yourself after one of the most bloody-handed gods in Earth's history.
Bloody-handed? My people love peace.
Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left, offering you their still-beating hearts.
Yeah?
You mean your followers loved pieces? They slaughtered other believers hoping you'd return. Your followers regularly...
Yep.
Possible. You must be lying.
Yeah, probably.
And then your followers were destroyed, because when white men arrived on that continent, they were believed to be you in your promised return.
Yep,
Your
there went the
people
neighborhood.
perverted your teachings, then were destroyed by it.
No, they were destroyed by the white guys.
My gift was wasted upon you. Be gone.
Oh, dude. He beamed us. Hey, there's a snake.
Clearly are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of angering Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah. So there's a light bulb. There's a snake. Let's eyeball the light bulb.
There is a light suspended from above by a
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
This particular snake doesn't seem to like your company and moves whenever you get near it.
Heh. Take snake. He left. What is Ency and Ricky playing with? What's this?
The vine is attached to a tree above you.
Okay, can we take it?
The vine is attached.
No? Can we use it?
The vine will not.
Okay. What else we got?
There is a tiny hole in the wall at this point. Certainly no human could crawl through here.
That's fine. And we have scanners, and we have other things. Let's just talk to Spock.
Those vines would be useful to escape, if we could reach them.
I thought we could reach them. Can we shoot at them?
It is logical that an entity that professes to teach peace would render our phasers inoperative.
Oh, he soaked the guns, man.
It is logical that an entity...
Okay. What do you have to
No
say?
enemies in sight, but supplies could be a problem if we don't get out.
Well, then get the snake.
You get no response.
He doesn't talk. What else we got? Not a lot. Use Ensign Ricky on the snake.
He looks at you with a put.
On the snake.
Doesn't seem to want to be grabbed, sir. It just slithers.
Well, then use him on the
Hole's
hole.
empty, sir.
I know. Put your foot in front of it.
He looks at you with a put. The vine is attached to a tree.
I don't know why he can't get
The
that.
vine is attached to. You fail to obtain any.
Ah, found
You
something.
pick up some rocks from the pile.
Okay. Put the rocks. Put the rock in front of the hole. Now pick up the snake. Nowhere to go, son. Now we have a snake. Let's look at the snake.
This snake is just waiting for a chance to sink its fangs into someone, especially young Starfleet security officers.
Fun. Okay. Can the snake reach the vine?
Nothing happens.
A fascinating specimen, Captain, but I would be careful handling it. From the looks of it, it may have a nasty bite.
That's okay.
We
Put
wouldn't
it in
want
your
to bleed
pocket.
all over Dr. McCoy now, would we?
Especially that green Vulcan blood. The last thing I need is a pint of T-negative blood all over my uniform.
T negative. Can we scan the snake? No. We still got rocks.
Nothing happens.
Throw it at the light bulb.
Nothing happens.
Throw it at the vine.
Nothing happens.
Can you reach the vine?
There's no way that we're getting up that way, Cap.
I don't care. Pull it down. We'll use it like a lasso or something. What about this one? Ah, we got one. Okay.
Fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Okay,
Didn't they
near.
have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
Baseball? No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
Tell that to the Niners.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Rock. Do one more of those.
The probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%.
Never tell me
Well
the
done,
odds.
Captain.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right. We're on our way.
Nothing happens. The vine is attached.
That's great. Can we use it? Okay. Can we use you on it? I have to tell each individual one to go up the vine. Okay. Fine. If that's the way you're gonna be about it. Your turn, McCoy. You can do it! And Spock, please to climb the rope. He looks like he's having trouble with it. Okay. Leave? Well, we did something. Let's have a look around.
Trees to the left of you, trees to the right of you. Into the valley of trees raced the landing party.
Here I am, stuck in the middle of trees.
Trees to the left.
Yeah, we heard that one before.
This great tree has been in this jungle for centuries.
Chop it down.
This great tree.
What do we have? We have a rock, we have a snake, we have nothing. Nothing else to look at. Can we keep walking? Yeah, we can keep walking. Oh, it is a dude.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
His ways? Here, have a snake.
Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl. But only a man of courage, one who will shed blood, will pass.
Okay.
Well, there is a doctor here, so I guess it's all right. They never told me I'd be doing this at the Academy.
You are truly a noble man, unlike the coward who is not capable of shedding his own blood. You may pass, but beware the man in the golden robe. He may lead you to your death. Use this knife to defend yourself.
Take the knife?
You fail to obtain...
Why not? My knife.
You pick up the beautifully crafted knife.
Oh, it's beautifully crafted. That's cool. So, where are we off to now? What can we see?
Primitive lights illuminate this savage scene.
They don't look that primitive to me. They look pretty good.
Towering over your security officer, holding a great spear in his huge hand, the great warrior Tolokzak will let no one pass him.
You just told me I could pass him. Wait, is it too late to snake myself? Yes, I guess it's so.
You fail to obtain... Below this rock is a large growth of mushrooms.
Use the knife on the mushrooms.
Nothing happens.
Oh, darn.
Nothing happens.
Okay. What else we got? We got lights.
Familiar glowings.
Moving along. Wonder why we couldn't take the mushrooms. There is something in there.
The river water is too muddy to get an idea of its depth.
Well, then let's use the scanner.
The tricorder registers a life form, a large marine creature lurking just below the surface of the water.
Lurking.
It appears that the leaves are slightly toxic. I would not recommend touching it for an extended amount of time, Captain.
Okay, so take the thing that he said not to touch.
The plant is tough. You will need something sharp to cut it.
I have something sharp. Okay, feed it to the Lurkum monster. What about the snake? Can we use a snake on him?
The snake bites you.
Hey, the snake bit me.
Was there a reason for that, Captain?
Not anymore. What else? What else? What else? We got our poison plant. Can we throw it in the water? We can throw it in the water. Eat that.
It would appear that the plant secretes a chemical that is a natural repellent to the creature. It has retreated far downstream, Captain.
Cool. What else is around here?
The log looks quite old, but sturdy.
I hope so. I feel like we're going to have to cross it. Hello, daughter. Welcome, we're playing Star Trek. We just threw poison plants in the water, and the thing that was lurking there swam away. What is this?
The river water is too muddy to get an idea.
Oh, yeah. Can we go across? I guess, a little further? A little further? We went across. All right. Hey, red stuff. Take red stuff.
You will need something to pry it loose.
Let's use the knife again. He makes that look difficult.
You have one dilithium crystal in raw form.
Awesome. I've always wanted a dilithium crystal in raw form. What's back
They
here?
appear to be ordinary rocks. Spock's tricorder might say otherwise.
Gee, is that a hint? Spock's tricorder.
Fascinating. These rocks are limestone, but contain an unusually high content of heavy metals.
Heavy
there
metal?
are dilithium crystals here, but in a very raw form.
Okay. So, does that help?
They appear to be ordinary rocks. Stalactites descend from the ceiling.
I should warn you.
Well, isn't this just great?
Doctor, I would point out that your voice could also trigger such a collapse.
Well, that won't be fun.
Will you two stop arguing just once?
That's not what the text says. The text says, will you two morons stop arguing?
Then, gentlemen, I would advise you to stop arguing. You know, some shore leaf sounds pretty good right now.
That's not what that says either. I feel like I'm the captain of a nursery school.
Will you two stop arguing? Then, gentlemen, I would advise you to stop arguing.
It would seem to be a prudent course of action, Captain, if Dr. McCoy would agree.
That sounds a lot like you first, doesn't it? Oh, boy. Okay, so we got that. Let's move along before they start slapping each other. Hey, we made it to Yoda's
As
hut.
you worked through the problems I set in your path, you are a valiant, intelligent species.
We
Please
gave a
sit
dude a
down.
snake and
We
cut
have
up a
much
rock,
to
and that was all you
discuss.
wanted from us?
I've had it up to here with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive. Maybe you should see how primitive you are before you go around testing others. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive?
I do want to know that.
Yes, I guess we do. Go on. I've had it.
Okay, I do want to know this.
If
So
you
I
let's do it.
tried to teach them the concept of self-sacrifice. It would appear they did not completely understand my teachings.
Yeah.
You are clearly not the liars I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth about my disciples? That
Yeah.
they became ruthless savages?
It got pretty
The
bad.
Federation is not in the business of lying, mister. Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race, I'm afraid. You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should try following the Prime Directive. It changed our lives. The Federation... Absolutely.
I sense truth in this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would explain why they are searching for me. I have clearly abused the power that was given me long ago.
How long ago is
You
this?
show great
Did you
wisdom,
visit
sir,
the Klingons?
But your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of my power. Tell me, has your species made progress in the medical arts?
Oh yeah, we got a
We're
tricorder and
technologically
everything.
advanced starfaring race. What do you think? That we wouldn't have made progress in medicine?
Dude.
With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes,
Oh,
I would
that's
say
even
we have
worse.
made considerable advances. Yes, why do you ask?
We'll go with
At
that.
the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species. This is the seat of my power. I wish you to remove it, thereby making me immortal.
Jim, I'll try.
Yeah.
But the physiology is completely alien.
You've
What
got
happened to
it,
do
Bones.
no
If the
harm?
Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them. Perhaps we can avoid a war.
Or you could use his power to get rid of the Klingons.
75 to beam up.
All this for him to get a tonsillectomy?
Captain, 3 Klingon heavy battle cruisers have just entered the system. Admiral Kenka is hailing us, sir.
Federation starship, this is Admiral Vlik Kinka of the Clearta. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire population of Hrak-Kor. We are not prepared to negotiate. You will proceed to Hrak-Kor, where a court of Cleon justice will be convened. If you refuse, we shall destroy you.
Admiral Vlicht, the criminal of whom you speak is in the middle of a very delicate medical procedure. He cannot be handed over to anyone at this time. I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Hrak-Kor would cause the deaths of the entire planet. Since when do Klingons give orders to Federation officers, Admiral? I realize it's difficult for a Klingon, but don't be a fool. Admiral Vlicht, the criminal
we'll have to go with that.
His attempt to corrupt the Empire with his philosophy led to the destruction of all life on Hrak-Kor.
How could a philosophy of peace and non-violence cause the destruction of all life on Hrak-Kor?
Yeah.
Hrak-Kor has been governed by my family for generations, but even they were corrupted by him. It was a matter of honor that his lies had to be silenced.
Oh, you went and killed the peace people.
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with? So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for their deaths, not Quetzalcoatl.
I think we're gonna fight.
You murdered them. You're insane. Tell me, how much do your commanders know about what you did? Or do you need to kill Quetzalcoatl to hide your own deeds?
I don't know which one of these to go with.
Just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with? So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible.
I'm gonna go with that one, I guess.
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs, the people of Hrak-Kor would be alive. Clearly, he is responsible.
That's one way of thinking it.
Starfleet Command.
I'll argue this with you later, Vlicht.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
I have bad news, Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law.
But he's getting his tonsils out. He's gonna be okay.
Klingon law will permit you to observe or aid in his defense. But be very careful, Jim. Starfleet out.
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers. That would be murder.
We have no choice, Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice. Set course for Hrak-Kor, Mr. Chekhov.
Hey, at least I didn't have to pick that out of the map again.
Captain's log.
We're here.
We have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Hrak-Kor to deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny and I have been granted permission by the Organians to witness this trial, which I expect to be a travesty of any meaningful definition of justice. Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Now, I had to click buttons to do all this stuff in the other missions.
The prisoner and his witnesses will stand forth, so the trial may begin.
Okay. Instead of that, give me just a second. I need to go grab a drink. It would literally just take a second, so hang on. Okay, hopefully I pushed the right buttons and everything came back on. Looks like I did. All right, let's go do something. What are we doing?
So, Kirk, we finally meet. I had thought it would be in battle, but the universe holds many surprises.
There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon flick. Let's get this trial underway.
So the dude who killed his own family for being too peaceful and is trying to blame it on this guy is the judge. That's definitely not a conflict of interest.
Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you.
Probably.
Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me in battle? You really have a one-track mind.
Yes! I want to use that one. Can we use that one?
There's nothing less appealing than...
I do. I want to use that one.
So be it!
So be it!
The trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is charged with impersonating a Klingon. studying dissent, encouraging
Impersonating a
cowardice, and
Klingon?
treason in the highest degree.
Those are serious charges, Flicht.
Impersonating a Klingon
High Court?
is a serious
He has not
charge?
demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in high court. Principles of honor are not applicable to his defense.
I'll bet he wish he didn't
I'm a
have his
warrior,
tonsils
Flicht.
out now.
I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial. And this trial is a mockery for the entire galaxy to see. Oh, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, Quetzalcoatl. I'm a warrior.
Let's do it.
A Federation officer claiming the rights of a Klingon warrior.
Yes.
How dare you insult me, Kirk?
Like he
I've
did.
faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat. Your own records will confirm this. If I'm not worthy of their honors, why didn't they kill me?
That oversight, Kirk, is easily rectified. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender. Then we shall see if you are as worthy as a Klingon.
Bring on the
I
pain
want your word of
sticks!
honor, Vlicht, that Quetzalcoatl will not be harmed while we take these tests.
Yeah, because
Very
he's been
well.
so honorable
You have
so
my
far.
word. Captain Calarax, transport them to the test of life.
The test of life.
What is this place? Not much is known about Hrakur, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining installation. That creature might be a native life form.
A
What
test of
creature?
courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow doubt that Vlicht intends for us to survive this, whatever the outcome. We're the only thing that stands between him and the killing of Quetzalcoatl that he can justify.
What creature?
Don't worry about justification, Captain. He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as breathing.
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Vlicht's attack on Hrakur exceeded his orders. He needs Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair trial to avoid an inquiry of his own actions.
And our
Okay.
deaths will be the only way he can get it. Great.
Well, maybe your death. We shall see. Let's have a look around. What are
These
these?
wooden rods are support beams that were not placed.
Wooden rods.
A field of static lightning. It seems to be moving in a purposeful manner.
Is that the creature?
A slightly antiquated Klingon lock mechanism. The floor is incomplete, made of unrefined natural rock.
And that's all we get. Let's take us up some big wooden sticks. Put it in your pocket, Jim. Wait, can we use that? Use the stick on the lightning? Okay, it took it from you. Let's get another one. How many would you like to eat?
Captain, I have calculated the odds.
Oh,
of
the odds
surviving
again.
this at
Shut up, Spock.
Yes!
You've handled those Klingons well, sir. We've got them on the run now.
Jeez, why don't you check for polyps while you're up there?
How could you do it, Jim? I spent hours trying to save his life, and you just gave him away in seconds to the Klingons.
You did not try to save his life. You were taking his freaking gland out. He was fine being he's been alive for millennia before you did that to him. Now he's gonna die.
Why do I have the feeling that I'm about to have a bad day?
This is a long wooden support rod, dry and splintered, but still sturdy.
Nothing to report.
Really?
This creature
There we
is
go.
composed of electrical fields. I would not recommend approaching it. A metal projectile might disrupt its fields and render it harmless.
I don't have any metal.
This rock has a high iron content.
I have metal. Let's see here. Guns. Guns are the answer. Look at that. Look at that.
You melt some of the rock.
I melt some of the rock. You see that? Now we just...
You coat
Dude,
the
he
rod
put his
with
hand
molten
right on
iron.
it.
It hardens quickly.
Okay. Throw the big pokey into the... There you go.
As I suspected, Captain, the creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3.48 days.
I think
Bet
you're full
it'll
of
be
it.
mad.
I think you are making that up, Spock. See, there's a light up here. There's a thing over here.
A slightly antiquated
That's great. Do we need to shoot it too?
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
Okay. Can you mess with it? Can you mess with it?
We do not know the code, Captain.
Do we need the code?
An entry coder, a Klingon, and...
Why won't he mess with the thing?
We do not know the code. We do not know the... I fail to see the...
Okay. Can the ship's computer help me?
Captain, there is a force field between us.
Cool,
and
we
the
got
planet.
someone on the horn.
We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of Rakor, in what appears to be the ruins of an archaeological dig. Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can. We can analyze any data you gather through the main computer.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder message. There is a door with an entry coder here. Try to analyze the circuits and let the main computer crack the code.
There you go.
Scan complete. Main computer has the code.
That was
we
fast.
also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code. Shall I analyze?
You bet.
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura. I want that door... Affirmative, Uhura.
Sir, we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computer is unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Affirmative.
Of course.
Negative. Transmit the door entry code only. Affirmative.
Yeah, give me the
Good
other
luck,
code.
Captain.
Okay, now what do we do? Now, can we use the panel? Can Spock use the panel? Yeah, Spock, go do something to the panel. All right.
What is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
Love it.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
Very nice. So let's look around. We got...
This large gem appears to be a ruby of unusual size.
That's a huge
this
ruby.
Is obviously artificial.
I don't care. I'd like to have
This
one.
large gem appears to be...
Nice large gem.
This large gem
and a big
appears-
old sapphire. Cool. And we got stuff on the wall.
Openings on the platform. Place something in these holes.
Probably the big gems.
Nothing to report.
Let's pick up rocks. Plenty of rocks. Boy, he's got some big old pockets on him, doesn't he? Alright, let's see what we got. We got lots of rocks. Okay. What is this thing?
Captain, it seems to be some sort of interface device, but I do not know how to activate it.
Okay, I am definitely going to save.
Save new game.
Yeah.
Replace delete previous game. Cancel.
Let's save a game. Got rocks. Alright. I feel like I remember this, because I did this a long time ago. I think if you put all 3 reds in, it gets mean or something weird. Red. Red. Red.
Planetary defenses revived. All alien vessels in orbit destroyed.
Light of War. And it immediately says you have to load a game. Yes. Okay, so Light of War, not the best cool thing to do. Let's try green. Maybe a little war.
That combination is restricted to higher order functions. Neural...
Fine. Take it back.
You fail to...
Move. Let's see. Take the red Brock back, and we'll try another green one there. I just wanted to see if I can combine them.
This is Bialbi, High Mentalic of Rakor. For defense, use the light of war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals.
Kind of figured
Integrator
that
now
out.
active.
Integrator now active. Is that this
A
thing?
strange yellow light.
What if we go to it?
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation. It shall be resolved. Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakor. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your doing!
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were involved in this action.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
I thought you said banishment.
Hoist on your own petard, Evlicht. Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you. Hoist on your own petard. If I have your
sounds
word,
like what he'd say.
A life for a life is a just bargain. But his crimes are beyond count.
I do not see what can be served by more killing.
Idealism, an advanced concept. Naive, perhaps, but charming in its simplicity. Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out. No Klingon vessel may ever return to this world.
That is pretty cool. Agree, like you have a choice.
Very well. I agree to your terms.
As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the situation and chose to reveal myself to you. Now you
How's
may
that
go.
for convenient?
Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
All right. Wait, what about... Okay.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
Good
we
for
will
him.
be setting course for Digifowl. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakor, Mr. Spock. Except for the dead.
Ah, man, it's going on. I still wanted to find out what happened if I...
100%!
100%!
Performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Way to go, Jim. I wanted to find out what happened if you put in one of each color, but I guess it's too late for that. That old devil moon.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system.
Alpha Proxima.
While the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference, we do maintain a discrete monitoring satellite. It has
Man, that
picked
ain't
up
right.
activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
According to the library computer, the Alpha Proxima system has 5 planets and an asteroid belt. A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima 3. It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the level of warfare during that century, I'm surprised that it is Earth that did not have a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating war.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign.
Late
They
Bronze
rebuilt their
Age.
world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Sophs and Lucres. In that war, the planet was raised, and all the gods died except Psi. He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return
Went off
was
on a
time for
dance.
worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
Okay. So let's head that way. I gotta figure out where Alpha Proxima is. Looking at the map, it appears to be about here. No immediate battle this time? Okay, let's go orbit the planet then.
Entering standard orbit.
Nice. We know nothing about what we're doing. Let's talk to Spock.
A sensor scan of Scythe reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Scythe rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
It would seem to make sense.
Maybe.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Scythe to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Then it should be pretty easy for you.
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development.
We could do it. Let's talk to the computer about this Scythe thing.
A large asteroid in an elliptical orbit in the Alpha Proxima system. Spectral analysis of its composition indicates that it has minimal atmosphere and that it was once a moon of the planet Proxtrae, hurled out of its orbit by a catastrophe. The 17th
Love you, Brenna.
letter of the Lucre alphabet is named Scythe, probably not by coincidence.
Interesting. What about the Sol? The Sal? Soft?
Sophs.
There we go.
One of the two ancient races of Proxtrae. They lived in a highly advanced culture that valued the community ahead of the individual, which put them in conflict with the Lucres. The Sophs used base 4 in their mathematics, and their organization was based on units of 4 to make up sets of 100.
Interesting. And the Lucre?
Lucres. One of the two ancient cultures of Proxtrae. See Sophs. The Lucres believed that a man who made the most of his ability was a god.
Mother
Their
dearest.
individualism put themselves at odds with the communitarianism of the Sophs. The Lucres used base 3. Their organization was based on units of 3, making up sets of 99. The number 99 was known to have religious importance to them.
Cool. They like base 3, huh?
Base 3. The mathematical basis for the Lucre culture. There are 3 numbers in base 3, 0, 1, and 2. Thus 3 in base 3 is 1, 0. 4 is 1, 1. 5 is 1, 2. 6 is 2, 0.
Yeah, we get it, we get it. 99 is 10200. I feel like that being their special number is gonna be something.
10200.
10200 in base 3. Cool. Hang on just a second. I gotta get off of this. Okay. So let's, I guess, beam down.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the car.
Huh.
Mr. Scott?
Aye, we've had some slight problems with the transporters.
We didn't notice anything beaming down.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program. Mr. Kyle is loading a backup and we're performing tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
That will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
Okay. So that just happened. Let's see what we can see.
This looks like a heavy-duty security door built into the side of a hill on this moon.
This looks like where Aladdin got the lamp from.
There are many rocks here.
I thought it was sand, but I guess there's many rocks. Are these faces?
These stones look like faces.
Guys, these stones look like
resemble
faces.
those on Earth, on Easter Island.
Stone monoliths of faces are a common artistic expression in evolving cultures.
Yeah, but do they all look like that face?
Even the animal face art of the Orion post-decadence movement is similar.
I never realized the Orions ever got past decadence. They hadn't the last time I was there.
Love Me Dead left and the viewer count went up. Who else is here? Say hi. Can we get in here? Okay, we got this.
I'm afraid we got a wee problem.
A wee problem?
What is it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer.
Lovely.
Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and there's no way we're getting them back in 3 hours.
There goes our backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
Isolate that virus. That's your #1 priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
All right, the ship's got the Rona, so we're on our own now. Let's take a look at this panel.
It looks like some sort of display panel.
It does look like some sort of display panel. This reminds me of the time I spent $100 and spit in a tube for a company to tell me I'm white.
This is a keypad that looks functional.
Yeah, and I didn't need to click on it to find that out.
This heavy-duty door has taken numerous micrometeorite strikes, but still appears solid.
Very much solid. Good. What's this little eye above it?
A lens sits above the doorway.
A
But is it
lens?
mere decoration?
Not usually, no. All right, let's get the tricorder out.
The door still appears to be in operating condition.
Good. What about the lens?
This appears to be a dust-covered lens of some sort.
Dust-covered lens.
The working display panel, Captain.
Yes, it is.
Working
Yes, you said that.
There is power running to the keypad.
Awesome. Go punch buttons. I guess I'll see if I can work it. Work the keypad.
Spock, see what you can do.
Spock, see what you can do with it. Yeah, you were my first choice anyway. I just thought I'd give someone else a turn. Code. Okay. I'm going to start with what we wrote down. 10200. First try.
That worked.
First
I
try.
soon deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's Base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
Man, that is just... And then that's the password for the door to the whole civilization?
This appears to be some sort...
Yeah, it's a security lock.
appears to be
Yeah,
some
it's a
sort of-
security lock. Alright, let's go see. Now we're
Report,
in
Scotty.
the room.
How are things going?
How are things going?
As a killed in a blast furnace, Captain.
Dude!
Wait a minute. Lieutenant Uhura has some news for you.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern.
Who's Mr.
We are
Kyle?
attacking it with antivirus programs.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Suck up.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
Keep working at it, Uhura. Kirk out.
Okay.
A computer terminal. Each word in the Lucre language has 3 aspects: submissive, neutral, and aggressive, to supply connotation to their language.
Interesting.
The door has some strange writing on it.
What does the writing
The
say?
door has some
Nothing.
a keypad in base 3.
The outside one had 4
This
buttons.
looks like some kind of security lock with heavy-duty doors on both ends.
Uh-huh. And rocks have come in. This is
The
that
door
lens
has
again.
some strange writing.
Okay, what can we do? Can we analyze the writing?
This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years. Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door.
Spock, see what you can...
See what you can do with the lock. Well, it's a code. We didn't... That's not going to work again, I'm sure.
That did not work, Captain. It is probable this lock also uses a number of some significance.
What were the other significances numbers that we saw? I do not remember.
Spock, see what you can do with this.
Yeah, Spock, you're the one that likes to touch things.
The console reports the following.
Punchy
Welcome
buttons.
to Orbital Missile Base. Codename, Scythe. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed 1 successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in Base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtree.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucres built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucres as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Trinary, you know better.
1.327 million to 1. Provided the archaeological studies about Lucre's languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
So let's get into this base.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Oh, it needed a number. So what's our number? I have no idea. I'm sure that didn't help.
Work.
That's great.
My tricorder is picking up large supplies of frozen oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide.
At least we won't have to worry about suffocating.
My tricorder is picking...
At least we won't...
Yes. Talk to the captain.
The Lucres did not seem to have a problem with security.
No kidding.
Scotty, any progress on the phasers?
Sorry, Captain, but we cannot do that. We don't have phasers for at least 8 more hours.
By then, Proxtree could be a dead planet.
What else could we do?
The console report. Welcome to Orbital Missile.
22%?
Doctor, in Base 3...
It says the base has been operational...
If the Lucres built this base with a clock that told there is a substantial... The Softs managed to infiltrate one Soft...
So why is the base...
Given the damage to the moon? Because it doesn't... Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a...
Spock is...
In trinary...
Spock!
1.327...
Alright, I gotta get a calculator. There's gotta be something else. I have no clue what they want me to do with this right now. And I feel like I've messed something up by... It is time to cheat. It is absolutely time to cheat. I probably should have done... We shall find out with the cheat here. We never did find out what these words
The door
said,
has
did
some
they?
strange...
Yeah, it didn't help. Use Spock on the door?
This says,
Oh-ho.
dominant people, only to dominate things beyond these submissive walls. My guess is that only authorized personnel were allowed beyond this door.
Dominance seemed to be very important to these people. No wonder the Lucre were so warlike.
Actually, Ensign, they differ from your culture only in that their language was explicit in their expressions of dominance and submission, rather than implied.
Okay, well, the result of my cheat lookup here says that we're supposed to put in 122, and I have no idea where that's supposed to have come from. But let's see what it does.
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word scythe in the Lucre's language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in Base 3.
That is such a stretch that it is upsetting. Better press on.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
That's good to hear.
Well done, Uhura.
I modified Cathral-C to exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
Fascinating, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I wonder what it
Klingons
means.
aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually.
Missiles?
If this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time.
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot. Kirk out.
Those are called missiles. You should know that. So, I forgot what I was going to say. Crud. There was some kind of snarky thing I was going to say. Let's take a look around.
This panel is designed to receive an ID card to make the door...
I don't have an ID card. Yet.
This doorway leads back to the security...
Been there.
This doorway leads to another area of the complex.
Okay.
This door appears to be very solid.
I think a lot of these doors appear to be very solid. Can we go down this way? No? Can we go... I guess we go to the open door. Lots of stuff in here.
The Lucres did not leave behind many examples of their architecture.
I can see why.
Looking around.
These are display panels for the laser drill.
We got a laser drill.
This is an ancient laser drill.
We got an ancient laser drill.
A closed box sits on the floor.
A closed box.
You look but see nothing of note. This is an ancient laser...
Yes, it is. Let's get to box. Well, at least it wasn't locked. What's inside?
This box contains old wire and connectors.
How old are they? Dude, he took them all. I'm telling you, this guy has big pockets. What we got? We got wires. What do you make of these?
Nothing happens.
Let's use the tricorder on the wires. Apparently that doesn't do anything. Let's use the wires on the thingy. Let's use the wires on the panel. Let's use the wires over here. Let's use Spock. Is this Spock? Nope.
We're safe from the cosmic radiation, Jim.
Yeah, let's use Spock on the panel. Laser setting 1 or 10 or 100. It's 1, 2, or 3. Okay, let's try 1. Ooh. It did a thing. Let's try 2. Okay, let's try 3.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
That sounds interesting. So we got wire. What, can we phaser this rock?
That's a phaser, not a flashlight, Jim.
Oh, I thought it was a flashlight. I didn't know.
These are display panels for the laser drill.
Okay, great. What do they do? Let's see if we can go back to the other room now that we have a wire. Actually use Spock on
My
this thing.
fingers are too large to fit into the slot.
I didn't. Okay. Stick a wire in the slot.
Nothing happens.
This panel has a slot
There
in
we
it
go.
rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorus silver, and power is currently running to it. I am recording the pattern of this lock into my tricorder.
Okay, but we need a card to slip it onto.
Nothing to report.
We've got a code. There's got to be something else in here. Can we do something with the wires here?
Nothing happens.
I used the key card pattern scanned from the lock to program the drill.
Oh, no
You
way.
should now be able to make a template of the key card in the rock.
Oh, good freaking grief. Okay.
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
Nice. So...
The laser drill has cut a template for the keycard in the stone.
template. So can we meld the wire into it for metal?
Nothing happens.
I guess not. Can we use Spock on the thingy?
I failed to see the...
Of course you failed to see the logic. What do we got here? There's got to be something else we can pick up. I took everything out of there. I can't get that.
You failed to obtain...
Spock, why don't you check out those...
Captain, the template would be damaged by direct fire from the laser.
Okay.
Spock, why don't you check it?
Captain, the...
Yeah.
Spock, why don't you check
What
out...
about number 3? Does it still do anything?
Captain, the template
Okay,
would
so we're not allowed to touch that anymore. We have a template. We need to melt something into it, put something into it. Let's go back out. Maybe back out here again? Could we pick up a rock? None of those. Anything outside?
You failed to obtain... You failed to obtain...
Were we supposed to pick up a rock before? There's rocks everywhere.
retrieve a rock.
Okay, we got a rock. Had to come all the way outside for that. Let's get back in here. Come on, let's go rock that slot. Put the rocks in the slot.
Captain, with the 3K AG content of the surface rocks and the tricorder scan of the pattern inside the lock, I believe the laser drill can be used to fashion the ID card needed to open the sealed door in the other chamber.
I wonder what 3CAG means. Dude, you're gonna stand there?
Spock,
Okay.
why don't you check out?
Why don't you move your head out of the way? Grab a key card. Probably freaking hot. You should probably let that cool down before you pick it up, but whatever. I'm good with it if you're good with it. You shove a key card in the slot. And we got another door open. Let's all walk through the door.
This appears to be the brain of Scythe. There are two identical but isolated computers that communicate with a third, which controls the launch of missiles.
Alright. We got...
This computer is functional and performing an average 0.75 million operations per second.
This
computer is functional and
That's
performing
nothing.
an average 1.2 million operations per second.
I wonder if that was a good computer power when this game was
Controls
written.
the missile launch system. There is no way to interface with it directly, but the other two computers are accessible.
My phone does like 4 times what that computer is capable of, apparently. I didn't
This
read what you said.
computer directly controls the missile launch system. There is no way to interface with it directly, but the other two computers are accessible.
Okay,
This
then
computer
stop it,
direct-
stop it. Okay, then we need to use... No, we need to use Spock on a computer.
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.31 hours, adjusted.
I don't know about that. Let's use them on another computer. There's some pretty nasty looking missiles in this room. Take your time, Spock.
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Alpha Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 3.21 hours, adjusted.
Captain, something is wrong with the computers. They may be twins, but they are not identical.
It appears they are out of sync, Captain. I have to assume the Alpha unit has a virus, which is using up an incredible amount of computing time.
They report
Okay.
different optimum launch times, which is right.
Given the elliptical orbit and the range at which they will pass Proxtree, the Omega unit is correct, but the window is very narrow. A variation of minutes will mean the missiles run out of fuel and fall harmlessly into the sun.
Can you reprogram the Lucas computer to give us that time, Mr. Spock?
Reprogramming an old alien computer is not simple, Captain. The odds against success are 10,221 to 1 against.
I see what you
Bad
did
old
there.
Omega here couldn't just
99 to
miss a sick
1.
day and miss the firing.
Because the two machines are isolated, the virus did not spread from one to the other.
If we could only bridge them.
We could bridge them. I brought the link cable. Any day now. Any day now. There we go. Oh, dude, they hooked them up at the same time. Yeah, that is the same cable that used to plug 2 Game Boys into each other. And the music played like we did something cool. So I guess Spock do something to the computer?
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.54 hours, adjusted.
The launched missiles will run out of fuel before they reach Proxtree. They will drift into the sun and burn up.
Okay, that's good, right?
Kirk to Enterprise, how are the transporters, Scotty?
They're operational again, Captain. We're ready to bring you back at any time.
Again, I feel like I wouldn't really want to trust it when there's a whole lot of interference or a virus in the computer. Send the shuttlecraft, man.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Proxima
92%.
3 and evaluate your performance at 92%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
Hard to believe that Earth came so close to the brink itself.
Vulcans, too. Both, in the end, looked into the abyss and came to the only logical conclusion. Logic?
Humans? I'm dreaming, Jim.
Sometimes it is harder and braver to make peace rather than war.
Sounds like emotion had its part to play in a positive sense, too.
I don't know about you, but I'd like to bid an emotional goodbye to Alpha Proxima myself.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Suda.
All right. And I'm going to pause it right there. That's going to be the end of the stream for tonight, and just in time, too. So first, let me go ahead and mute the sounds from the desktop, and this button? Yeah, this button right here. I just heard the beeps go off behind me, so there's that, too. I appreciate all of you who stayed for the stream. The chat wasn't super on tonight, but that's cool. Sometimes it's cool to just watch. We are not through with this game, so we will be coming back to it next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. In the meantime, I will get this sent off to YouTube, and on Saturday, I have no idea what we're doing on Saturday. So check out the schedule as I think of things or as I know what's going on. That will get updated here on Twitch and over at wdc2.com/gaming. And, yeah. And now I'm getting messages from all kinds of people who weren't here tonight. Where were my people? Anyway, so yeah, that just about does it for us. I'm going to end the stream with that. I'm going to find a way to actually save it this time because I don't want to have to work my way through all those levels again just to get to the next one. So that's it for me. Over and out.